What we see in our report is when we do this, we can bring together several benefits and positive effects on social impacts, economic impacts, and environmental impacts. I can give you several examples. We can reduce nitrogen use by recycling the co-products that it's generating during ethanol production. We can increase water quality when we have trees or perennial crops along streams, and we can have a recharge of the water. We are facing a very hard crisis in São Paulo on water security. And it's mostly related to deforestation of the headwaters. So this is a mechanism that can supply that too. And we have several opportunities. If we have a multifunctional landscape, agriculture or rural development can improve on that and will not compete with other activities that can be developed together.
Well, when you talk about biofuels, you're basically talking about agriculture, and there's an intrinsic conflict in agriculture, between agriculture and wildlife conservation because of land use. They both tend to dispute the same language, but the same land. But on the other hand, a relevant part of biodiversity lives on agricultural landscapes, and as a matter of fact, it would be impossible to promote full conservation of biodiversity only in conservation units like national parks, even if they work perfectly, which they don't. But on the other hand, domesticated crops and livestock depend on the wild genes of their wild ancestors in order to have to adapt, for instance, to environmental changes. And it's worth to say that the wild ancestors of domesticated crops and livestock are among the most endangered species in the world. So that's the reason agricultural landscapes should be multifunction. They should have a primary mission of producing goods and services from domesticated species, but also a secondary but fundamental mission of promoting conservation of wildlife species.
In the same line that Bruce is talking about, water and soil can be have negative impacts on them. So you have to really think about how you are going to develop this regionally. You need to make sure that you have available water from rain, for instance, rain-fed cultures, not to use this water, fresh water that you need for other uses. So you need to plan, and that is why we talk about these multifunctional landscapes, where you can plan how you are going to occupy the space, and then produce energy, and also think about what the ecosystem functions can provide to us. This is what Bruce was talking about. We're looking at what functions the ecosystem already are doing, like nutrient cycling, and we're trying to mimic that to make the maximum advantage that we can. But we really need to think about that.